about every game, but how many calls are they responsible for every game, or no calls? They have a thankless job and do a really good job.
Every time a step is taken or a ball is dribbled, that's a call. She will have what? I missed what he said, but here we go. And Bodiska now brings it around. The zone is on. And the good news is we have 2 shot clocks at work. Bodiska over to Hicks. Now down there, Holmes drives through, kicks it on the far side, now back out front. Bodiska drives down the lane and rebounded by BB. Yes, we can actually see the shot clock. Falls in the middle, guarded by Brown.
Good defense.
Tapped away, and Brown with the ball. Comes up to Bodiska. Good defense there by Amy Brown. Deflecting the ball away. She's open for 3, puts it up and off the back rim. Fight for the rebound. And Marcia Durr, who stays in the game and did a great job, had 3 assists there in the few minutes she was in the game. Ball tapped around.
Beverly ends up with it.
Holmes, Chalm right there on her.
So far it's 2 shots to none in this half.
And the score is still the same. And down to 18:35 running clock, under 10 on the shot clock.
Oh, that was a sweet take around the back to the hole. Count it.
Man. And she didn't travel. I could tell that one. That was.
I used to try to do that in horse games without success. Amazing. Here in the national championship game.
Kasongo looks out front. She takes that little shot.
That is her shot.
Money right there. Money in the bank.
Back to a tie game, 39 all.
18 minutes on the running clock, 25 on the shot clock.
Now we're in a 1-3-1 zone.
Ball outside. Back end of Bodiska, drives through the lane and tapped away. She goes diving in there, almost got a foul. Durr with a pass over to BB. Fake to the right, crossover there. Puts it up, and the rebound fought for. And Bodiska comes away with it. It's going to be 2-on-1. Pass to Beverly, and two Crimson Storm players are deep. If they look up, they could probably get a pass, but they don't look up in time. Durr with the ball.
Beautiful job delivering on that fast break.
Almost gone 3 minutes without a whistle here. This is kind of nice. 12 on the shot clock, 17 on the game clock. Pass intercepted by Holmes. All the way down to Hicks. Looks to Beverly. She's got her on the left, excuse me, but guess who's there? Fall. Fall at 6'4", folks. A force out there. Chalm puts a shot up. That's short.
An ill-advised shot.
Bodiska with the ball.
A contested 3. Why not work the ball around?
Hicks puts that one up. Hicks knows that she's got to be on fire this half with Fall back in. 43-39.
Forging a 4-point lead.
Kasongo, little fadeaway.
Fall just about picked up another foul.
And we don't know if it would be the 3rd or a 4th. That could have possibly been a travel, but
Bodiska cut through there, knifed through, threw the ball up as she went by, and it hit off and went in.
We're going to have a reminder here that today's national championship game is presented by Christ in Youth, CIY. Christ in Youth, amplifying Christ's call on student lives to be kingdom workers at home, in the community, and around the world. Visit CIY.com.
Southern Nazarene is just not getting the offensive production this half. They're not getting the shots up. California Baptist probably has 6 or 7 shots this half to 2 or 3 for Southern Nazarene. The chief reason is we've had 3 or 4 turnovers already this half. Need to value the ball a little more if you're from the Crimson Storm. if you're a Lancer, you're pleased with the opening few minutes here of the half.
Well, as we said, what will happen to the momentum when you add another person into the chemistry of a team? The team had just started playing together, learning how to play without that force in the middle, and now it's a little different.
Could they be relaxing a little bit now that Amanada Fall is back in the game?
They might be depending on her too much. However, once they get used to her being back in there, we may see a different story.
I'm quite confident we're going to see several runs before this crown is given to one of these great teams.
I think you can run, what, 3 miles in 16 minutes? So here comes Durr with the ball. Marcia Durr feeds it inside to Fall. Comes up with it. Good hands by Beverly. Tapped it away.
Beverly was hiding like a linebacker over the middle.
Trying to see where Marcia Durr, the 5'6" senior. She's from Plano, Texas. Trying to get that info, and the shot is good. Foul on Vodiska.
Somehow Fall was able to sneak in there, get that pass from underneath the basket, lay it up and in, and get the foul.
That's her 4th foul on Vodiska. Workman now comes in.
Fall rewarded at the line with the and one.
45-41, could cut it to 3 right here. And a flashing camera in the crowd. I'm not sure if that's supposed to happen.
Zone defense now.
Got a 2-1-2, kind of almost like a 1-3-1 as they come out on the point guard.
It looks like a 2-1-2, and it morphs as the play moves.
The amoeba zone. Beverly goes up and misses the ball. Stays with White. And the referee's got to be careful as he points. He could break a finger on that rail down there.
Beverly very active inside. Managed to keep that alive. Knocked out of bounds by Southern Nazarene University.
Milster checks in. Beverly with the ball. And a foul. Hickman went through. Let's see, it's on Kasongo.
Good interior passing.
Make sure we get that recorded.
Using a bounce pass in the interior is a must. And Cal Baptist showed us how it's done there.
Hicks with 10, also Simone Holmes with 10.
At the line for 2.
It's the first. On the other side, you have Kasongo with 14 and Chom with 12.
Excuse me, John. Hicks has been solid at the line today. She's been there quite often. Now a 5-point lead for the Lancers.
6 for 6 for Hicks. Fall with the ball at the right elbow.
Outstanding spin move into the paint. Athletic move. Elevated for the shot. Got the foul. Now rewarded at the line with the and one.
Jasmine Beverly down there claiming that she just stood straight up, but the referee with the call. And so Coach Olson giving instruction to front that pass. Don't let her get it.
Kasongo a blur. Says she spun to the basket.
There we go, 47-45. 2-point lead now, was 8 just a minute ago, I believe.
There's that run we predicted would happen.
All back over to Hicks. Holmes, guarded by Milster. Rotation in the zone. Workman sends it across. Holmes splits the defense. Tries to get it back out, but Kasongo right there with those long arms to pull it down. BB with speed. Milster drives in, puts up the shot. Off the rim. Good rebound there by Workman, tipping it over to Brown. Brown drives in from the free throw line, puts it up and in.
Beautiful. You have to stop the ball. Broke a cardinal rule there.
And that pass was open for about half a second, but it was a little late.
Beverly, like an Olympic sprinter, dashed down the court, and dashed the dreams of that pass.
She did. And her leaping ability knocked it away. She's quite an athlete, as well as Holmes. I must say all these ladies are quite
very impressive.
Quite impressive as athletes. Look at that. Amanada Fall puts it in from right inside the arc.
Fall is encouraging her teammates. Come on, she says. Hands up for the zone defense.
Saying it not only in her words, but also in her play. And BB takes a bad pass the other way. Up and in.
BB stepped into the passing lane, an easy pickoff, and down she went for the layup.
We have
Count
a tie game.
Right back to a tie.
That's what they say at Christmas when you're picking out gifts for your dad. Hicks puts it up and hits it.
Wow.
Ice in her veins.
Occasionally it looks like the whole play comes to a dead stop.
And no one stepped in front there, and Milster takes it through. 52-51.
Milster found an alley to the hole, took it strong, and got the layup. We've got quite a game here in this national championship, a 1-point Lancer lead.
And you got the full timeout right now. Reminded of our sponsor, Christ in Youth.
Today's national championship tournament games are presented by Christ in Youth. Christ in Youth, amplifying Christ's call on students' lives to be kingdom workers at home, in the community, and around the world. Visit CIY.com for more information. We're grateful for our good sponsor, CIY.com.
Well, here we go as we look up it's a dead even game, really, and 15 points now for Hicks, and California Baptist 17 for Kasongo, putting on a shooting display.
Both teams are turning the ball over, and the other team is capitalizing on the turnovers. So a little bit of carelessness with the ball. But as we look down to our left, we see the national championship banner. This will be a banner day for one of these teams.
And a big one at that. And as usual, we will stay around after the game is completed, and we will be here for the presentation. For those of you who like to get the DVD or the archive recording of this game, you can get the full presentation of all tournament and all American, as well as the presentation to each individual player of the national championship medals. High arcing shot off the back. That's Beverly, kicks it out to Workman. She puts up a 3 under duress, and it's brought down by Milster coming the other way. Really no need to hurry that shot. She had a little time. BB, good pass underneath, and Holmes is a great athlete. Hicks grabs it, puts it up. Not quite there. There's going to be a scrum on the floor. It's going to be a hell ball.
That will go back to the Crimson Storm.
Both teams trying to holler timeout.
Hicks let that just a little short off the glass. Hustled down, hustling every moment of this game. Mad at herself because she didn't finish that layup.
And the referee giving instruction to the towel man. He comes out very quickly as the ball goes to the other end. And he better hurry. It'll be right back. Very possibly.
Little triangle action down here. Pass slightly off, kicked out of bounds. Crimson Storm retained possession.
BB pass into Kasongo. Chom now long pass to the corner. It was way up in the rafters. And out of bounds. A turnover going to the Lancers. They still have a 1-point lead.
BB thought she had found a teammate wide open. Disgusted that that pass was not caught.
Workman in the game because Vodiska has 4 fouls. Not that she might be in there anyway. Hicks a little short. I think she knew that.
Milster with a strong rebound, a good position there. Man-to-man defense for the Lancers. Lost her dribble at the top. That's a no-no.
Chom down low. Hicks tries to help out, but not in time. Fall can take that ball and put it up in a millisecond.
What was so important about that pass is the place where she was able to catch it. Fall caught the ball, was able to spin in the same motion and lay it in.
Hicks, nice pass over to Holmes, puts up the shot short, and Fall with the rebound.
Fall beginning to assert herself.
Milster drives across, top of the key now over to BB, right in front of the bench. Drives to the free throw line, gets it to Chom. Good coverage there from Holmes. She taps it away. 10 on the shot clock now. Pass down low. Kasongo drives in.
Beautiful
and
reverse.
Reverse layup, puts it up and in. And she runs right over Amy Brown. Amy Brown is not getting up.
I believe she may have hit the floor pretty hard there, John. She's in some discomfort
Coach
there.
Olson comes down. His tie is off.
Yeah, this is a tough thing to see. She's staying down and being attended to.
Probably, I don't know for sure, but when you go up for a shot, many times your elbows are up. I wonder if an elbow might have caught her in the head, or once again a
hard to speculate.
Incidental
at this point.
thing. Trainer coming out for Southern Nazarene as well.
Southern Nazarene players have gathered and standing in a circle, holding hands, very concerned for their teammate, but also encouraging one another to pick it up here and to continue the trend. They are now 3 points up on California Baptist.
That's a shot right in the head, it looks like, and she's going to be okay, I think, but looks like got hit right in the nose. Nose was bleeding.
May have a nosebleed. Tough young lady. I imagine that we'll see her back in the game
Yeah,
once
she'll be back in soon.
Looks like she's just a little bit stunned.
And we saw a player in the Division II from Arlington Baptist. I'm thinking her name was Perez. She came out of the game once and ran completely to the locker room. They said she was sick, came back, got in the game, ran out again as she was hit in the nose, had cotton up her nose, came back in the game again. So.
These are wonderful athletes, tough young ladies who want nothing more than to win this game.
10:44 on the clock as it runs. Ball out to Hicks. She's going to drive through. Blocked by Fall.
Fall is the great equalizer.
Yeah, it's 55-52, a 3-point lead right now for the Crimson Storm.
You see a 2-3 zone at this point. Fall is moving back and forth in the zone.
And what a sneaky play by Workman, coming right behind her.
Workman snuck in there right behind Fall.
Good balance and discipline there to go up in the middle of the air and maintain that
Don't
shot.
blink or you're going to miss a basket.
Almost missed that one. Great athleticism from these players. Simone Holmes now passes across to Hicks. She has to jump up and catch it. Hicks puts the shot up off the rim. A little bit of a surprise that she put that shot up. BB now, they with a 3-point lead. Milster thought about it, kicks it back out. BB calls a play.
15 seconds on the shot clock now.
Back out front. Fall throws it like a baseball into the corner. And a running shot by Chom. It's in. Raises her hands to signify celebration.
Chom did a good job with the ball, making a move to free herself for that shot.
That was a kicked ball, no call.
Penetration.
And you got to make that shot. And she's tripped underneath.
That could be another one on fall.
He's going to call it on Kasongo, which it should have been on fall. What do you think?
I'm not sure Kasongo made the contact, but I couldn't see the backside and the referee could, so we'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Well, that's a referee decision there. There's two players in the area. If you've got one that's in deep foul trouble and you're not really sure which one made the contact, a lot of times you'll give the benefit of the doubt there. So this is the media timeout. Don't forget, folks, today's games are presented by Christ in Youth, and we don't necessarily have to change anything on our screen there. You know that it's CIY.com. Right now we're looking at a 5-point lead that was a 8 or 9 point deficit just a minute ago. And as you mentioned, this team got used to fall being in there. Now they're working together as a team. Takes a few minutes to kind of adjust. Vodiska now also has 4 fouls for California Baptist, and with Amy Brown out injured, possibly returning, possibly not, that's 2 big issues for California Baptist.
For the Crimson Storm, the shots they were missing earlier and the quick threes they were taking, we see that minimized. Now they're working the ball in, either off the dribble getting a shot or passing it inside. And they are now carving a lead, 5-point lead, as we move now into the final 9:18 of this championship ball game on Championship Saturday.
Presented by Christ in Youth.
CIY.com.
Also, you can order DVDs of any of these games. It's turbosportsgroup.com. Get those, and also follow us on Twitter at Turbo Sports.
Matching up in man-to-man defense now. Trying to maybe turn things up on the aggression scale.
Looks like the trainer's still working over there with Amy Brown. Way over in the corner. Pass into Holmes. Haven't really seen Holmes assert herself as we've seen in the first 2 games. Puts that shot too long off the back rim. Pass down the lane. That's going to be Kasongo kicking it back out. Milster open for 3. Off the rim. Qualls brings it down. Holmes now realizing maybe she will have to take charge. Shot put up. That's no good. Milster comes out with it. Ball dribbling on the floor as of its own accord. Milster takes it in and scores.
Milster was wide open.
7-point lead.
Pass went into Milster. She took it right to the hole for the basket. Now a 7-point lead for the Crimson Storm as they've moved out to a little more comfortable position. They haven't felt this way all day. A lot to celebrate about as they anticipate the next 8:30 going this way.
Well, the
California Baptist has a different idea.
Well, California Baptist is depleted right now in their numbers. I mean, they only have, I think, 9 on their roster that, well, let's see. They had 11 on their roster, but I'm not sure that all those folks are here.
What's changed for California Baptist? What's changed for their offensive production as we moved into this latter stage of the game? They haven't scored in quite a while.
Right. Hicks and the players that have been hitting from outside have missed a few shots. That first thing. Secondly, they've not been getting any rebounds as they were getting the ball into Beverly earlier, but 1 or 2 blocks by Amanada Fall, and that changes your whole perspective about driving in the lane.
Yeah, I think what will work for the Lancers is to take it right inside, to go after Amanada Fall and see if you can't get that other foul.
And there's Dee Gibson. Two-three zone. Hicks,
Gibson, a 6'1" senior.
Hasn't played a whole lot. Hicks just doesn't have that many options to go to. Vodiska's on the far side. And Gibson puts it up off the rim. And you've got your 8th or 9th player on the depth chart putting up shots. Fall all the way across now to Chom. Umu Chom. Ball in the lane. Kasongo turns. Good defense there by Qualls, but she makes a very lazy pass, and it's stolen. And Qualls just not showing good discipline there. Chom can shoot it from any angle.
That was an amazing shot.
Hicks now splits the defense, drives through, draws the foul. Almost hit her head again.
She flies everywhere she goes. She's an amazing hustler. She's amazing in her tenaciousness and in her decision and commitment to go for it. Nothing will get in her way.
Coach Olson trying to keep the troops focused. Don't know if Brown will be back in.
She's on the end of the bench looking a little tough at the moment. I imagine Beverly will be in before long.
Yeah, Jasmine Beverly is another player. They need her in there right now, drawing some contact on the inside, maybe getting a foul. 7:22 on the clock. Second shot up and in.
7-point lead now.
BB, the pass taken by Holmes. She's going to drive all the way in, put it in.
That full court pressure yielding results right off the bat. They continue.
5-point lead.
Looks like a 1-2-2 zone.
Looking down the floor to see who's open. Guy calls it back from behind the play.
Interesting because the official nearest the play was not 10 feet away. No call from him, but the official all the way on the other side of the floor makes the call.
Yeah, that's poor officiating on my thought there. The official right here, if he doesn't make that call, the other official will submit to his calling and where he is. And
Fall was not looking for that pass. Hit her in the back of the legs. Bounces away.
The zones of officiating are not totally rigid, but should be adhered to most of the time.
The Lancers desperately need a basket now.
Drive down the lane up. Holmes. That's Vodiska.
Ball was on the line, apparently.
5-point lead here for
They hop right back into the
Storm.
zone. The idea is force the ball to the side and trap.
We got a problem with the shot clock again.
Shot clock is stuck at 29. We're at least 7 seconds into that shot clock.
And the referee walking over like he's going to figure it out.
The fans are a little restless here.
I think the broadcasters are a little bit restless too.
Technology is a great thing when it works.
6:19. Milster gets it into Chom. Over to BB. Pass there now to Chom. Down to Milster. Looking down low. And Beverly in there. And she stepped on the line trying to get around Qualls, who had position on the baseline. Exactly what you're taught to do.
Let's see if the Lancers can come back now. It's only a 5-point game. It feels like the momentum has shifted completely to the Crimson Storm.
Shot up and in by Holmes.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered. If you're a Lancer fan, that's welcome. A big three.
And Milster brings it up. Chom drives down the lane, kicks it out. And it'd be advised to get it into Fall, I would think. There she is. Looks Kasongo underneath. Chom misses a shot, one of the few times she's missed, and they could tie it up here.
Could tie it up here. It's that fast. Momentum can shift that quickly.
Foul, and the basket's good.
Drove all the way in, laid it in, gets the shot. The harm now, the free throw. Tie game. 5-point swing in a millisecond.
All this time now, Vodiska's out there with 4 fouls. Now, wait a minute. They passed the ball to the shooter and then call timeout.
I think Derek Doris called the timeout.
Yeah, but you can't do that if the ball's in the hand of the shooter.
Yeah, that's a little suspect.
Well, that's okay. 5:15 to go, 63 all.
This couldn't be more tight. It couldn't be more exciting. Let's just pray that there are no more technical difficulties.
Or injuries.
Or injuries.
I thought that's what you were going to say. And looking at the top scores right now, you see for California Baptist, Simone Holmes now with 17. Hicks with 17. On the other side, you have Chaum there with 16. As the border races, we also know that Kasongo has 21.
Solid game.
Fall
Solid
has
game.
10 or 11.
Well, I think over the next 5 minutes here, we're going to see who can work their offense, who can execute, who can finish plays, no turnovers. Whoever can work the ball in and finish off plays is going to win the national championship. The prize is there to claim. Who wants it the most?
Yeah, for these two teams, it's not enough just to get to this point. Now they want to claim that banner.
Yeah, second place is not an option.
And Brown looks like she probably will not be coming back in. Holmes hits the free throw. Quickly, that was a smart play by Fall, getting the ball in very quickly before the, well, now they've backed up into it, but tried to get it going before the press had set up.
The zone press, I believe, is what's given the Lancers some hope here and caused them to come all the way back to take a 1-point lead.
1 point lead for California Baptist. Milster, who has 11 points. Fall has 9. 2 on the shot clock. They put it up, and it's in.
Clutch.
Kasongo,
Clutch for her 23rd point. Monster game today for her.
Hicks brings it back. Takes a shot. That was a quick one.
Crimson Storm with a 1-point lead now. Back and forth we go.
There's Kasongo. And Chaum puts up a quick shot. That's going to rim around. It's going to be Kasongo knocking it out of bounds. And look who's coming back in. Jasmine Beverly. Qualls put in some good minutes.
They need Beverly's rebounding. They need her smooth offensive production.
You might need, tell you another player that Hutchings would help Southern Nazarene as far as ball handling coming through that press. There's Gibson with a shot. Odiska gets knocked to the ground by Milster. Make sure nobody's hurt. And it's going to only be the fifth team foul. So
no free throws, but they retain possession. Good hustle there.
Here comes the towel man right in the middle of everybody to make sure it's dried up.
Odiska with 4 fouls threw herself after that ball fearlessly.
And that's what you're going to have to do. Ball into Beverly. She puts it in.
Beverly converts. Somehow got free right under the basket. Pass was delivered. She made the shot.
And the pass in the backcourt now. That's why they're having a shot clock problem, because it's taken so long to get down to set up the offense. Down to 18. Fall just takes it and says, I'll take care of this. Puts it in for 2. Hicks the other way. Drives through. A lot of contact. No call.
That shot was forced just a little bit there. Probably enough contact that a foul could have been called.
Well, I think that's why she shot it. She thought it was going to be a foul. Odiska, they said she touched the ball. And
wow.
I'm going to talk about it and see. Okay, they said that Odiska touched the ball from out of bounds.
While she was out of bounds.
And the ball was in the hands of Holmes. And Hicks grabs that rebound.
Hicks hustles right through there.
3:15 to go.
It's like returning a punt. People flying at you, but you grab the ball.
Fearless, yes. 20 on the shot clock, now down to 15. She's going to drive it in. Hicks called for the foul. Now Hicks is hurt.
This is a 1-point game. Red Storm leading by 1. 3 minutes left.
Let's see if Hicks is able to operate out there. She's hurt as well now. Milster with the ball. One-point lead here for Southern Nazarene. The Storm, ball inside. There's Fall, guarded by Gibson.
Excellent pass right to the spot she needed to catch it, to turn and make that basket. Excellent execution.
3-point lead. Hicks is on the far side. I don't know that she can continue. Gibson blocked. Odiska, that's a tough play on the side. Hicks puts in the 3.
Hicks hits the clutch 3.
We've
got a tie ball game.
Got a sub coming in for Gibson. That's a smart move because Fall can just work right around Gibson where she can't move around Qualls much. Hicks has still been over in pain. Looks like she's hurt her ankle or something. She can hardly walk. And I think Workman will be coming back in, although Hicks just put the shot in. Was it Hicks that just made that 3?
She made a 3 and can barely walk.
And a hold on Beverly.
You know, that saved a basket right there. That foul saved a basket.
Foul saved a, yeah, that would have been a sure basket to Fall.
It's like committing pass interference to save a touchdown.
Not quite the same penalty, however. Here's just an inbounds pass, reset the clock, minute 55.
Good steal there.
Brings it away, takes it on in. Misses the layup.
Unfortunate there.
Yeah, you've got to convert that. National championship, a layup in the last 2 minutes. Fall way short. And interesting call because it looked like the taller player would have made contact. That's not always the case. Kasongo with the ball. Chom, amazing game for those two players right there. Driving in there. Simone Holmes takes it away. There's Hicks at the other end. She's going to go up and get fouled. Who made the foul? I'm not sure what the call. Hicks has somehow regained her ability to run.
Adrenaline is an amazing medicine.
Well,
right now these kids are fired up because they know they're a minute 20 seconds away from deciding the national championship. It all comes down to plays like this, a free throw.
Hicks rolls it around and off. And I think that's her first miss in at least this game, maybe a couple of games.
A conversion here, and she puts her team up by 1. Takes a deep breath, measures it, fires, swish.
Money.
1 point lead.
Milster brings it back the other way, puts up 2 fingers. They pulled the press off there. I think it's a
Milster and Hicks, quite a battle. Moving pick right there, no call.
And Milster buries a 3.
Under 1 minute now. 2 point game.
Here comes Vodiska.
Lots of time, no reason to panic.
And they're going to call timeout, get the play set.
I think that's wise. When you face a situation like this, you're under 1 minute, 50 seconds left now. You're down by 2. The kids have a tendency perhaps to panic and think you need to have a 3. I think the coach is going to settle them down and say, look, if we get an open layup, let's take it. If we get a nice, clean shot, it's a 2, let's take it. Or if we get an uncontested 3, let's take that.
Well,
no reason to panic.
As The referees all in order walk over to the scorers table.
Synchronized officialing.
Not sure what they're checking on. It's always interesting just to see the little things going on behind the scenes. Once again, we're reminded that today's games are presented by Christ in Youth, and the meaning of this whole tournament revolves around Christian fellowship and the 4 words of NCCAA: love, integrity, faith, and excellence. And we're seeing some excellence right here before us in the area of basketball.
You know, as we reflect on the last few days we've spent here with a lot of basketball being played, a lot of great athletes have come out here and laid it on the line, but with great sportsmanship. And I think they've exhibited these 4 principles, this game plan for life: love, integrity, faith, and there's been a lot of excellence.
Absolutely. You have a team from California Baptist that's really gotten beaten up here physically, and they're sticking with it now. Hicks and, let's see who's on the bench right now. You've got Qualls back on the bench, Vodiska in.
50 seconds left. They put a couple of seconds back on the clock.
Workman drives to her left. Vodiska now checking to see who's open.
Pick on the top.
Thing still. There's nice shot underneath. It didn't go. Goes off of the leg of Beverly out of bounds. I'm not sure who fell down there down low. That was kind of interesting.
Hicks took the ball in, kind of ran over the defender.
Didn't see who that was, but somebody was flattened underneath. 33.3, 3 seconds difference in the game clock and the shot clock.
Full court press. We're back into the press. This yielded results for the Lancers earlier.
Possession arrow leaning toward California Baptist. And that was a collision.
Crimson Storm will go to the line now. Beebe will have a chance to make this a 2-possession game. I apologize.
Walking back like it's going to be a free throw. No free throw.
It'll be the next foul. So still a chance for this press to work.
You might send in Gibson here.
The Crimson Storm have to take care of the ball now.
Okay, let's see who. They're going to foul somebody. Let's see who it is.
The shot clock is off.
Shot clock's off. We're under 30.
So now we're looking at fouling.
It'll be a 1-and-1. Probably trying to figure out which player to foul on Southern Nazarene. Well, we have those stats right here.
So in a situation like this, would you have a coach on the bench prepared to tell you, okay, kids, when you go out, you're going to foul this person. We're going to put this person on the free throw line.
Absolutely. Have Chom at 82%. Fall at 64%.
That's a possibility.
67. Hutchings is not in there. Let's see. Milster is in. She shoots free throws at 75% and Kasongo at 75%. Fall
would be the one to foul.
If she's still in, and she should be. I mean, she's the force.
Now, if you're Southern Nazarene, you're in your timeout. You're thinking, well, let's not pass the ball to Fall in this situation. Let's get it to our 80% free throw shooter.
Chalm is 82%.
Let's pass the ball into Chalm and let her hit these free throws and propel us to victory.
And Milster at 75%, also up there pretty strong. As a team, they shoot 75%.
Okay, let's see if any of our thinking has any bearing on reality.
Okay, here comes, I did not look at BB's, I did look at, and Chalm, guess who has the ball?
As we predicted, Chalm gets the pass. It looked like a play set up for her to get the ball.
Yep.
Very little time ran off the clock, 27.7 seconds left. 2-point lead for
now
Southern Nazarene.
Next question is, does that percentage change when you're shooting in the last minute of the national championship? Some players just doesn't affect them. Some the ball might feel a little heavier. Chong puts it up with her left hand. Shots in. Cool as can be.
Didn't appear to have any case of nervousness there. Knocked it down.
And the second shot here would make it a 2-possession game. And it's good. Nothing but net. Hicks brings it across quickly. She's going to take it down the lane, drive it in. And the crowd, there was no call whatsoever. And the ball bounces out of bounds, and it goes back to California Baptist. I'm not sure how did the girl hit it when she was on the ground. All right, here we go. Bodiska with the ball. Passing it inside. It's going to come out to Holmes. She's going to have to take a shot. Puts it up and in.
Nails it.
Got him out. Timeout called by Coach Olson.
2-point game. Now, 18 seconds left. About 10 seconds have left the clock since the last time we had this discussion. We're going to reset and do pretty much the same thing that we did before.
Here's what you do differently. You don't let Chom get the basketball.
If you think that play's coming, why not have somebody step in front of Chom coming down the sidelines, take a charge?
If they'll call it.
True enough. True enough.
Right now, it's the hard thing on a referee at this point is it's maybe a subconscious thing, but your definition of a foul changes just a little bit, and it shouldn't.
You let the kids play a little more, there's no question. The referees are cognizant of the fact they do not want to be the ones to decide this game. They want the kids to do that, and I think that's probably admirable. But I still think you need to call what's fair.
The same call that you would call pretty much any time of the game. So pressure on everybody here. Coaches,
human nature
players,
kicks in.
Fans can't, their hearts are stopping as we speak, making sure everybody's okay out there.
I think everyone's kind of catching a breath at this moment, wondering what's going to happen in the next 18 seconds. Whatever that is will determine the next national champion of the NCCAA.
And I don't think anybody knows at this moment how many fouls Aminata Fall has. She has 3 on the scoreboard.
That's like that Tootsie Pop commercial.
See, they're leaving.
We may never know.
Leaving Fall wide open, but guess who gets it? And she misses the shot. How in the world?
California Baptist will get the ball. Hicks has to be worn out. She's hurt her ankle. She's been hobbled several times today, yet she goes right on. 12.7 seconds now.
This is again, Beverly goes up, puts around. Foul called, it's a travel.
A travel was called there, amazingly.
3 layups missed.
There's still 2.8 seconds. This is not settled. We may be looking at overtime, or we may be looking at a Crimson Storm championship. We'll know in 2.8 seconds.
Well, here we go as Holmes will trigger the play. Pass into her, right back to Holmes. Drives down lane, puts a shot up, and no good. And a great opportunity there. They run out on the floor. The Crimson Storm tackle each other. As the national championship goes to Southern Nazarene. Wow, what an ending.
This could not have been a tighter game. These young ladies have done themselves proud today.
You never would have thought that it would have ended with missed shots like this. Particularly, we just saw the men's game that ended in a 3 shots from 3-point range and 1 falling to send them into overtime, actually. And
these have been instant classic games. 2 championships today for the books.
And we got a hats off to the California Baptist team to have a team get beat up like that and still have the opportunity to win. You know that Hicks is just totally down about missing those layups. You know that Holmes had a chance as well as Beverly.
And we have to say congratulations to Southern Nazarene. The Crimson Storm did a great job today coming back. California Baptist led much of the first half. Aminata Fall was not able to play because of foul trouble. Sat out much of the first half, came back and was a big difference maker in the second half.
I hope they'll gather out here and have the word of prayer as they've been doing each game. And let's see if the players are able to do that. Coach is over hugging a little boy off to the side. Here are the final stats. And we look on here and see 23 points for Kasongo, 18 for Chom, 14 for Milster, and 13 for Amanada Fall. Rebound totals 36-34, very close. You had 21 for Hicks, 20 for Holmes, 10 for Beverly. I had Vodiska there with 9 rebounds, a double-double for Kasongo with 11. Just an amazing game once again. 3 blocks for Fall and 6 steals for Simone Holmes. All those are just great statistics, but when you look at the field goal percentage for Southern Nazarene of over 50%, 61% in that second half. You see Kasongo shooting 11 of 16 from the floor. Fall 6 of 9. Chom 6 of 13. Milster 5 of 10. Just an amazing job by these teams. So our PA announcer says it correctly when he says wow. Let's see if
what's most difficult here
come the awards. We'll stay with it until we see those finished. Simone Holmes, probably going to be hard for her to get up and come get this award. It's a sad time for
That's the difficult part
Baptist.
is there's always got to be a team that goes away without winning.
They're going to circle up for prayer. We'll begin in earnest. I'll tell you what, great week here, the good spirit. And the hosts here at Grace College have been fantastic. Coming down to the end of that game, just so much drama as we get ready now to see these folks have a great prayer.
This typifies the spirit here, the spirit of this tournament.
Everybody kind of shuffling around, kind of going alternating teams. It's once again just a powerful ending to that game as the defense wins championships. We hear that all the time, but once again, knowing that the height of this team, Southern Nazarene came in. They were beaten in their regional finals by Oklahoma Christian.
Is that right?
They were actually an at-large berth. They didn't really qualify by winning their region. They were sent to this tournament because they were good enough in the eyes of the
well, what a Cinderella story then for this team as they've come really out of nowhere to claim a national championship.
Yeah, they have come together at the right time. You see the parents coming out and the kids just jumping up in their arms.
Congratulations to Derek Doris and his staff.
Simone Holmes comes out to be named to the all-tournament team.
She's got to be heartbroken.
Annie Kasongo comes out part of the all-tournament team. And I know she didn't play that much in the second half, but O'Shields, number 23, seems to be kind of the motivator of this team.
Emotional leader.
Right. Cheerleader. Coach on the floor. And there she is, sending her out to the 4.
No question she's deserving.
Yeah, just an incredible athlete. And at 6'4", she plays like a guard. I mean, she plays like she's just running the show as a guard, if she has to.
She has quick feet, a great skill set, great nose and head for the game.
Number 4, you mean. Number 4, Umu Cham, is honorable mention.
All right, now for the presentation of the Player of the Year. She comes from California Baptist. Number 14, Simone Holmes.
Player of the Year, wow.
Simone Holmes, Player of the Year.
Man.
That's a consolation.
You know, that's a shame. No, I tell you what, Hicks over there should have been, she should have received something. I don't know what, but
she's a fine player.
Maybe she will.
Well, it's time to recognize the Coach of the Year. No surprise from Southern Nazarene, Derek Norris.
Coach of the Year, Coach Doris comes out. National champions.
To the winner goes the spoils.
Who can say that? How many people can say they were national champions?
Get together as a team. One more piece of hardware. No shame in this. Great tournament. Runner-up, second place trophy goes to the Lancers of California Baptist University.
And Hicks comes out to receive that.
Thank you for gracing us with your participation this year in our championship.
When I was getting the pronunciation of the team, Mariah Hicks was the one that sat down or came over and went through every name and told me how to say each of the names on that team. And the Crimson Storm, they take the banner. National champions.
It is indeed a banner day.
I'm not sure if the assistant coach there closest to us wasn't injured on that pile.
I'm afraid the banner is going to be in tatters before they can get it out of here.
Well, they're going to have a picture right now. And I'm sure the coach will be presenting the medals. As our team over here, I want to say thanks again to our production team. Francis Claudio on the camera. Mike Buda behind the scenes doing all the technical work, all the
Mike is a hero, man. He keeps us all in line. He's a technical genius. We really appreciate his work this week.
And then, of course, Rich Bogard, our other announcer, did a wonderful job. He was in on the championship for the men's game. Carl, good to have you here as well. And
enjoyed it. Thanks for having me.
On my part to be a part of this. John Peters here as well. We're going to check out as they're going to continue with this presentation. Folks, thank you for joining us at the NCCAA Basketball Women's Championship game. And this has been presented by Christ in Youth. Until next time, don't forget those 4 things we talked about: love, integrity, faith, and excellence. We'll see you soon.
Good night.